This stuff just has to be kind of moist so that it'll do that. It's just like planting your cucumbers. Make a little thing, a little basin. You just push your finger in there for to put the seeds in. If you're when you're casting, if you cast it, do this in a casting flask, and you get dirt in there, or your sand, you can just flip it over and dump the sand. But you can't do that when you're casting in the dirt. That makes it harder. And this is Newfoundland, that shape. I don't think I have any lid. It's all gun shot. I'm melting the proverbial sword into plowshares.
Good work.
Good stuff. How you doing?
Awesome. Where are you gonna film?
Making plumb down.
Oh, right there?
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. You get green mire out here.
Right?
What a guy.
A little sloppy.
Yeah, make sure you clean up after yourself.
Wasn't hot enough. I'll get a little bitty one out of that.
That was cool.
That just like that.
Yeah, the ground's kind of cold. That was.
Hey Keith, pick that up, would you?
How hot do you think it is?
Oh, it's
Don't.
a few hundred degrees.
Is it still? I've made that mistake already.
Probably just a couple hundred.
You got no feeling. Pick it up.
This is.
No, I have no heart. I have feelings. Well, how come this one looks like this one?
Because
This is golf too.
that makes that fishing weight, and that makes that one, and this one.
This is like pilgrim fishing weight?
Yeah,
Wow. That's awesome.
I got, and there's two. There's a long version of this and a short one. Haven't quite got the shape on that one, but it's pretty close.
Did you just use those to indent in the ground?
I just used a stick
Cecil B. DeMille.
and this stick. And the thing is, the originals show that little dimple. right there.
That's a function of it cooling and shrinking a little.
Yeah, that shows how it was cast. It was cast in an open mold.
Mm.
That one's got the same dimple, as does this finished one. And they're all done the same way. And the holes from the originals, from this little picture, are they're punched, I'm pretty sure. There's that little guy. And that's from Newfoundland, from Fairylands. And the ones from these are Mary Rose, and these come from Mary Rose, and they also come from Newfoundland. There's this little one, Mary Rose, and a longer version.
And these are all to scale mark, the ones you just made.
Yeah. And this is this one. Whoop, still hot. That's Mary Rose. But the cool thing is, one of the cool things is that Fairylands is, what, a little more than 100 years later. Both English sites. And there's a little one from Fairylands. Side view. That's a different style. That's just round. It's kind of like the end of this one. There's this one. And my nickel's too big. I had to make that smaller.
Inflation.
Yep. And this is another style that I haven't cast yet. This is a net weight that is cast in a similar fashion. I haven't figured out what they use to cast that with. It's rounded on one side and flat on the other side. This is the side it's cast. And I suspect that this is, all these things, these are just sticks that you can whittle down. This is a round shape, and I think probably it's something that you find on a ship or in one of those, it's like the edge of a block that they pushed into the sand to make that depression. I don't know what it is, but I bet somebody could figure it out. And they found similar weights in a dig in Southwark. They found weights like this in Jamestown. And these are just some of the fishing weights. Reason we got doing this is because we're going to use them for plumb bobs. So little alternative use. It's pretty simple.
When I play on my fiddle in Dooney, folk dance like the wave on the sea. My cousin is priest in Kilvarnet, my brother in Mochrabwee. Oh, I passed my brother and cousin, they read in their books of prayer. Ah, but I read in my book of songs that I got at the Sligo Fair. When we come to the end of our time, to St. Peter all sitting in state, he will smile on these three old spirits, but pass me first through the gate.
You might get in the picture.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he'd set funny music to it.
Exactly. That's exactly my worry.